As we stay at home and watch this pandemic unfold before our eyes, peace of mind may feel in short supply. I wonder if it's time to honor slower, simpler things, maybe bits of ease hiding in plain sight. There are silver linings to be seen. We're connecting and caring with each other in all sorts of creative ways. I saw a drive-by birthday party near my house the other day. For a little girl, turning 7 alone was too much to bear, so Mom and Dad made huge happy birthday letters and put them in the yard, and friends drove by honking and singing happy birthday while flinging gifts and even a cake out on the street. Another neighbor put out a huge poster board on an easel in the sidewalk. This grateful family had taken pictures of all the gardens in the neighborhood and made a huge thank you collage for all the neighbors. There are many more things like that to make us smile. But we're forced also to deal with what is hard, the grief, the worry, the pain that we all are feeling together. The hope is there that new awareness of what we value in our lives will arrive. Robert Browning Hamilton reminds us of that possibility in a poem. I walked a mile with pleasure. She chattered all the way, but left me none the wiser for all she had to say. I walked a mile with sorrow, and ne'er a word said she, but oh, the things I learned from her when sorrow walked with me. It's hopeful and interesting to me that many of the wisest and most joyful human beings I know of have experienced tremendous suffering in their lives and have emerged from it in a place of wisdom and abiding peace. I think first of Thich Nhat Hanh, the Zen Buddhist monk that many of you know, I'm sure. He is no stranger to suffering, but if you've ever been in his presence, you've felt the peace that is his. So in this time, I was drawn to his little book called Being Peace. One simple idea about emotions caught my attention. In Buddhist psychology, emotions are described in 3 ways, he says: pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral. Neutral is not a construction of emotion I ever learned in the West, but I'm finding it helpful. In this Buddhist view, there is space to be found between and beyond the opposites of pleasant and unpleasant. So if someone yells at you and says mean things, usually we think of that as an unpleasant feeling. And on the other side, if someone says good things, we usually think of that as pleasant. But what if you're just sitting there? What is that? I don't think we tend to name that state so much. We might even call it nothing. But Thich Nhat Hanh suggests this neutral place is undervalued, that perhaps there's deeper truth hiding in that simple state. What if that is when you're being most yourself, most at home, most at ease? What if that middle zone is basic human happiness, just being there, steady and at peace? The goods and bads, the Buddhists say, are just our momentary views, our interpretations of reality at the time. They come and go quite quickly in our lives, often flinging us left and right emotionally. Like the well-known Buddhist fable of the farmer with his good, bad luck. In a very shortened version, the story goes like this. The farmer is out plowing his fields with his old, sick horse, and feeling compassion for his horse, he lets it go to roam in the fields in peace. "Too bad," the villagers say, "now you have no horse." But later the horse returns and brings with him 12 new and healthy horses. "Good luck," they say. "It's good to have those horses." But then the farmer's son tries to train those horses and breaks his leg. "Too bad," they say. "You've had bad luck." But later, the country is at war, and the son is deemed unfit to fight. "Ah," they say, "good luck you have." The boy's leg finally heals, but now he has a limp. Too bad, of course. But he's the only young man in the town who survives the war. And on it goes. You get the idea. Between this seesaw of good and bad, I wonder, can we recognize those times when we have felt this simple, peaceful space, this place of simply being present and at ease? For me, those times that come to mind are varied. I could be still, I could be active. It's the feel of it that matters. Walking in the hills, breathing, watching sky and trees. Or I'm at home absorbed in the simple steps of making carrot soup. Those so-called neutral times can be anything, of course. One has to find one's own. I'm sure you know what makes a moment full all by itself for you. So what if we practiced every day to find those often overlooked places of presence and of ease? What if we planned them as recovery in the day? What if this neutral zone were named a time of value? Perhaps we'd change ourselves for good, finding happiness in life in tiny ways. Some say we'd cause a revolution, one calm person at a time, and soon the world will follow suit. Perhaps what the poet says can possibly come true. And the people stayed at home. They learned new ways of being and were still. And when the danger passed, they made new choices and created new ways to live. May we do so now. Amen.